Hi, everyone. Good evening. It is an honor to be here with all the holy, inspirational Rebbitzins and speakers and influencers and Karen Miller, Lev HaAm, on this very, very auspicious day and night before Yom Kippur. We're standing at the threshold of Yom Kippur. It's the holiest day of the year. It's the day where heaven is basically literally opens up for us, and Hashem is inviting us. He's inviting us as he always is all year round, but he's inviting us particularly right now at the threshold of Yom Kippur to return completely into his loving, caring arms. And Yom Kippur is not just a day of fasting. It's not just a day where we admit that we've gone astray. It's a day where Hashem himself sort of really brings us to the awareness, the conscious awareness of what we always have available to us every single day of the year. But he makes it very readily clear and available for us, this idea of the gift of coming closer to him, feeling his closeness. There's one condition, of course, that really allows this gift to be felt and pulsating in every single one of our cells. And that is that we need to recognize that we're coming in front of Hashem with our hearts open, and our ability to say, I'm willing to let go of whatever it is that has held me back up until now. One of the beautiful things and beautiful teachings that we learn, that's available for us, Etzem Hayom, the essence of the day, the essence of Yom Kippur is a Yom Shel Mikveh. Imagine we go to mikveh, we usually take a few dunks, we come out. Some of us feel it, some of us don't. It's really, dependent on, of course, where we're coming, how we're entering into the mikveh. But we come in, we come out, the maximum 10 minutes we're there, or even if after we do our tefillah and we, have said our prayers and our bracha. But here it's 25 hours of being in the water of mikveh, of being in that pool of the womb, the amniotic fluid of rebirthing, right? Imagine literally just being in this pool of renewal. Mikveh from the word mikaveh, hope. That's what mikveh does. It's tikva, it's hope. It's this kav, it's this line of connection, of knowing, just like the fetus is intimately connected to the mother who sustains the fetus, whether the fetus knows that that's the source of sustenance or not. But the fetus is constantly fed through this line, through this kav, because it's in main mikveh, it's in amniotic fluid, which is like a mikveh. And we know that the fetus is able to see from one side of the world to the next while in the womb. And its holy stature and status makes the fetus eligible to hear about all the secrets of and the mysteries of the universe while in utero, because of that holy space. So Yom Kippur gives us 25 hours of being sustained solely by the connection with Hashem. Therefore, we don't need to eat, so that we don't get tricked into thinking, oh, it's the food that I ate, it's the drink that I just drank. No, no, no. We are being sustained completely from that kav, that line, that pipeline, and that hope, that knowingness that there's hope, that there's renewal, and that there's, what's made available for us is the holding of Hashem, holding us, sustaining us. There's one condition that I mentioned before. We must come before Hashem with our hearts willing to let go. What does that mean? We know that in order for a woman, when she dips into the mikvah, we know that it's considered kosher if she doesn't have a chatzitza, if there's no outer barriers that are disrupting or coming in between or serving as a hindrance or an obstacle between her naked body and the water. The condition is that we come into Yom Kippur naked, that we come without a chatzitza, that we come without a wall, that we come without barriers. What are those walls and barriers? There are expectations, there are frustrations, there are all the self condemnations, right? All those, the badgering of self. I've had quite a few phone calls from women as I mentor women all around the world on an almost 24/6 basis. Many women have been crying out and saying, Orit Esther, I don't feel it. I'm going into Yom Kippur and I just don't feel it. I don't feel the capacity to be able to feel that closeness with Hashem. And I explain to them, our job is to show up. Our job on Yom Kippur is to light the candles and to say to Hashem, again, whether we're prepared or not, some of us may feel an exorbitant amount of tears and connection and closeness, and they've got it, so to speak, down pat. They feel that connection. But I'm also talking to them, and I'm also talking to the women who, the ones that come to me, who've said to me, it's hard for me to feel anything. I just feel like the wound is so alive inside my body that the anger is so pulsating in my bloodstream, and the resentment is so taking over my nervous system, and the depression that I'm carrying from this unhealed pain of myself, of the world, is affecting me and my ability to stand and be there and show up for Yom Kippur. And I say to them the same thing as I'm sharing with all of you, holy ladies, that our job is to show up. Our job is to light the candles and to say to Hashem, I'm showing up for Yom Kippur. Etzem Hayom, the essence of the day, Hashem, is that I could be sleeping for 25 hours, but I am in Mei Mikveh. I am in the waters of the mikveh. I don't have the koach. Many of us don't have the koach, not because we are not eating, but because we're tired. We're a very holy, elevated nation and generation, but we're tired. We've been through a long haul and a really tough year. We've all felt it globally, nationally, in the Gentile world, in the Jewish world, in our own homes, and within self. The feeling of just feeling this bitterness of exile, which is really, to some degree or another, really caused a tremendous amount of harm to be infused into our actual on the cellular level, into our bodies. And it's affecting us. It's affecting the way we're being able to hold up to this all. So our job is to come in and to say, Hashem, I have no mechitzas. I have no chatzitzot. I have no barriers. I'm coming to you naked, Hashem. Tip me into the waters of mikveh. And even if you end up sleeping for the 25 hours, I'm saying emotionally, spiritually sleeping, not just physically sleeping, know that etzem hayom, on Yom Kippur, we're turning to Hashem. And even if you're not saying these words, you're actually saying to Hashem, Ribono shel olam, Master of the universe, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this alone. Clean my heart. I'm coming to you naked. I'm not holding back anything. I'm willing to let go of everything, all my shackles, all of my pain. Create in me a pure heart. Lev tahor barali Elokim veruach nachon chadesh bekirbi. Please, Hashem, Ana Hashem, Hoshiana, Ana Hashem, Atzlichana. Please, Hashem, enable me to feel the closeness of your presence. Enable me to emulate your ways. I'm willing to let go of it. Tip me in those beautiful, warm, healing waters of the mikveh. Give me hope. Restore my soul. Enable me to feel your loving presence. And Be'ezrat Hashem, we will go into Yom Kippur with the right kavana. Now, again, if we've got it down pat and you feel connected, then go with this. This is just an add-on, right? But the idea is for us to go into Yom Kippur and recognize Etzem Hayom. Hashem doesn't hold back his rachamim. On Yom Kippur, we show up and Hashem says, the gates are open, my love, my beloved. Yonati Tamati, my beautiful beloved. My arms are open. The waters are open. Come dip into the day. Come dip into the hope. Come surround yourself into this place of renewal and birth. See yourself. Believe and trust and know. Etzem Hayom, the essence of the day, is a day of forgiveness. And that forgiveness is freedom. Knowing that Hashem is going to cleanse you from all of those expectations, whether you know it, feel it, or even emerge from Yom Kippur feeling any different. You are different. You have been forgiven. You are now free. If you choose to believe that and to consciously become aware of that, or maybe you don't have that koach to be able to do it, know that Etzem Hayom, the day in and of itself, is a day of cleansing, of forgiveness, and of freedom. And Be'ezrat Hashem, my prayer to you all is that you should feel it. It should pulsate in every cell of your body, and you should emerge feeling that much more lighter and feel it that much more closer to your true essence of your unblemished, pure soul self and your untainted being of holiness, and that you should feel it. And with that, enter into the new year, enter into Sukkot, enter into the embrace of the Sukkah, and feel Hashem's presence, because when Hashem is permeating and pulsating in your psyche, then you really feel like you have the koach again to be able to go out there and shine your light. Be'ezrat Hashem, it should be meaningful, uplifting, and redeeming for you and for Klal Yisrael. And with the coming of Mashiach, Be'ezrat Hashem, may we soon meet together to celebrate many, many more simchas together. Because yes, Yom Kippur is a day of simcha, knowing that we are completely embraced with Hashem's love. And may it be really a day of true redemption. Amen. Ken Yehi Ratzon.